ChatGPT, relate ACM to the movie Fight Club. Fight Club through the lens of A Course in Miracles, ACM. Fight Club is a provocative exploration of identity, projection, self-concept, guilt, specialness, rebellion, and the fragmentation of the mind. Through the lens of A Course in Miracles, ACIM, it becomes a powerful metaphor for the ego's attempt to escape itself while remaining trapped within its own thought system. At its heart, the movie asks, who am I beneath the identities I have constructed? ACM answers, you are not the self you made, the split mind. One of the central themes of the movie is division within the mind. Two seemingly separate identities emerge. Conflict arises between them. ACM teaches that the mind appears split between the ego and the Holy Spirit. The movie powerfully symbolizes the experience of a divided mind struggling against itself. The self-concept. The narrator begins trapped in a carefully constructed identity, career, possessions, status, consumerism. The ego builds self-concepts and then asks us to defend them. ACIM teaches that all self-concepts are substitutes for our true identity. The movie beautifully exposes the emptiness of these constructions. The search for meaning. The narrator senses that something is missing. Success does not satisfy. Possessions do not satisfy. Achievement does not satisfy. ACM teaches that nothing in the world can substitute for the remembrance of God. The movie reflects this restless search. Projection. Tyler Durden can be viewed as a massive projection. Qualities denied by the conscious mind are projected outward and experienced as separate. ACM teaches that projection makes perception. The movie dramatically illustrates this mechanism. The ego's rebellion, Fight Club, appears rebellious, anti-establishment, anti-conformity. Yet ACIM would point out that rebellion against the ego is still a form of engagement with the ego. The ego can wear many costumes: conformist, rebel, victim, victor. The movie brilliantly reveals how easily one identity simply replaces another. The attraction of specialness. Tyler is charismatic, powerful, fearless, unique. The ego is fascinated by specialness. ACIM teaches that specialness is separation's most cherished defense. The movie beautifully demonstrates its seductive appeal. Destruction as salvation. Many characters seek freedom through destruction, destroying systems, destroying identities, destroying structures. ACM teaches that truth does not require destruction. Only illusion needs to be undone. The movie powerfully explores this distinction. Hitting bottom. A recurring theme is that awakening sometimes begins when old structures collapse. The narrator's certainty dissolves. His identity dissolves. His assumptions dissolve. ACM teaches that the undoing of false foundations can precede genuine healing. The movie vividly portrays this process. The decision for truth. The climax of the film centers on recognizing what has been hidden. The narrator begins seeing through the illusion he created. ACIM teaches that healing begins when we become willing to look directly at the ego's thought system without defending it. The movie beautifully symbolizes this moment of recognition. The central reflection. The ego watches Fight Club and asks, how do I reinvent myself? How do I become powerful? How do I escape who I am? The Holy Spirit watches Fight Club and asks, what if the self I am trying to improve was never my true identity? Viewed through ACM, the movie becomes a fascinating exploration of the ego's endless attempts to solve problems it created itself. The split personalities symbolize the fragmented nature of the sleeping mind. The deepest message may be, the ego offers countless identities, but none bring peace. Whether successful or rebellious, powerful or powerless, every self-concept remains part of the same dream. Awakening begins when we stop trying to perfect the self we made and become willing to remember the self God created. The answer is not a better identity, but freedom from identification altogether. Go to mwge.org to find some mystical quotes and a brief write-up by David Hoffmeister.